Thank you. Welcome to Star Trek versus Star Wars. Amazing. Give us a cheer if you're a fan of Star Trek. Woo! Very loud. Okay. Give us a cheer if you're a fan of Star Wars. Woo! A few more of you. Give us a cheer if you're a fan of both. It's okay. The people who are not a fan of both, you sound very unsure. It's okay. You're allowed to like both in 2025. You can go both ways with it, or as I like to call it, sci-fi sexual. It's perfectly acceptable. Okay, give us a cheer if you're a fan of neither. Oh, thanks, fuck. Oh, yes, it was just Stargate fans. It was really awkward. Okay. So, we've got some Star Trek fans in, we've got some Star Wars fans. Some of you are trenched in your Star Trek fandom or your Star Wars fandom, so you might not be aware of the other side. And this show is going to be full of spoilers. So, we're just going to go through a few of them, catch you up, maybe you're a bit behind, make sure you know some of the important things. So, first of all, these two, they're related. Cool, we're aware of that. Excellent. So are these two. I think they're from Fife. Okay. He dies, and 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 he dies, but it doesn't die, but he does. I don't know if he's dead or not. I don't know what's going on with this guy here. These guys, they're not dead, they just kill the franchise. Wait, that was the dodgy one? That was the one you were like, oh, wait, what? Okay, look, if I want to take pot shots at Star Trek, don't worry, I'll do the same for Star Wars. The thing that almost kills Star Wars is the dialogue in Episode 2. We all know this line, what the fuck are you doing in sand, Anakin? That is getting everywhere. But this is the thing, it's 2025, Star Trek and Star Wars. We kind of live in a bit of a golden age of content again, because you switch on, you put on any streaming service, and look at that, we've got tons of stuff, new stuff that's out all the time, and as fans of Star Trek and Star Wars, we hate it all. Don't like any of it, right? It's all rubbish. Right? And that's the thing, we don't want the new stuff. If you want to make a Star Trek fan happy, a Star Wars fan, give us the old stuff again. For example, let's go all the way back for Star Trek. Oh, here we go. The original series crew. Kirk, McCoy, Spock, and the rest. And we loved them. They were created by Gene Roddenberry. Star Trek was created by Gene Roddenberry back in the 60s. And it was supposed to present a future, a utopian future, where humanity had put aside things like sexism, homophobia, racism. All of that didn't exist anymore in humanity, and we would go out into the stars and explore strange new worlds. And many of the cool things that we saw in Star Trek, we have today. For example, the tablet computer. Yeah, it was in Star Trek, we have it now. The onesie. So in Star Trek, we have it now. Right, anyone who's over the age of 35 will remember the original flip mobile phones. Oh yes. Oh yeah. That Star Trek Motorola phone was directly influenced by the flip communicator from Star Trek. Now, for the younger people in the audience, these of course have evolved over time to become Android phones. Which come with unlimited data. Yeah, fuck you, that's the best joke in the show, okay? Right, we go to the other side though. Star Wars, created by this man, George Lucas. Now, pop quiz. Star Wars was not his first film. Can anyone name the film? I love how you know you're in a group of nerds when you want to answer a question, the hand goes up politely. I would like to answer, please. What were the two movies? Do you know?
American Graffiti was one. THX 1138.
Yeah, look at that. THX 1138. You all recognize THX from that really loud thing that happens in front of some movies. And yes, American Graffiti. Now, looking at this poster, this was nothing like Star Wars. This was completely different from Star Wars. But it was a critical and financial success, and George Lucas did very well out of it, studios did very well, and they were like, basically, you can do whatever you want now. They paid him for this movie $250,000 to direct it, okay? And did very well. Now, does anybody know what he wanted to do after this film? What he wanted to do was Flash Gordon, but he couldn't actually get the rights to it, so instead, he wrote Star Wars. This is what he came up with. And the Fox Studio stepped in and went, great, you can do Star Wars, and we will pay you $500,000 to direct this film. To which George Lucas said, no. Pay me the $250 that I got to pay for American Graffiti, and give me the merchandising rights. To which Fox Studios were like, what, for a couple of t-shirts? What are you talking about? That's not going to mean anything, is it? Over the next 35 years, he went on to make $35 billion. Well over that, right? But it did mean, in terms of merchandising, we ended up with some cool-ass merch, didn't we? You know, for example, the C-3PO ceramic tape dispenser. Take it in, people. Look at the look of horror on his face. He is feeling it every time you tug on that, right? Okay, we also got the Lando Calrissian disguise kit. I promise you it's just a mustache. There's nothing else. I promise. Now, I am... Hello, come in, mystery man. Yes, how's my flyer? Give me a cheer for my flyer. Woo! Dropped into the seat right there for you guys. There we go. Excellent. So, just to catch you up, we're all taking turns to come on stage and talk about Jesus. Amazing. Okay, I never saw the original trilogy in the cinemas. I know. But 42, I did get a trilogy in the cinemas. I got the prequels, which meant I got new merchandise. I got the Jar Jar Binks lollipop! Does anybody want to guess which part's the lollipop? Any guesses? It's the tongue! It's the This thing was designed on Epstein's Island! Right? But this is Star Trek versus Star Wars. I hope you learned a little bit more about each franchise here, but what's going to happen in this show? This is a comedy debate panel show. I have two fantastic comedians at the back of the room who are going to come and join me on stage in a second. And what's going to happen is we're going to lead them through several rounds of debate questions, and you're going to get involved at the end of every round. You are the ones who hand out the points. Ooh. See, you get it, yeah? Brits get it. I learned that is a very British gesture, and only the Brits know what to do with it. I had a Canadian audience the other day, did that, and went, oh, sorry. So, yeah, learned that, so very well done. Okay, so, without further ado, let's bring our acts on the stage. Please put your hands together for Lina and Nicholas Elliott! Hi, guys. Welcome.
Hello.
How are we? Are we good?
Yeah, I'm so tired. I don't know what day it is.
It's day 11 of the Edinburgh Fringe, and it's day -1 after Oasis. What I discovered to my joy... It's still Tuesday. What I discovered to my joy last night, though, is the Venn diagram of fans of this type of show and Oasis fans are 2 circles. Fucking glorious.
Yeah, but that's like a drawing of tits. They love that.
Yeah, both sides like that. You're right. Okay. Okay. So representing Star Trek tonight is Lina. Big round of applause. Star Wars, Nicholas Elliott. So as I said, we're going to be leading them through several rounds of debate, of questioning. We're going to test their knowledge. We're going to have a lot of fun. But with any debate, we always have to start with opening arguments, their opening statements. Why do they love their particular franchise? Why do they think is better? Now, because the show is called Star Trek versus Star Wars, because that's how I named it, we will start with Lina. So please, big round of applause for Rhea.
First of all, I need to know in the room who's a Trekkie.
Woo!
Oh, good. 3 of us. All right, give me a cheer if you're a fan of Star Wars, but because you haven't really watched enough Star Trek to really be able to tell. That everybody, shame on you. Shame on you all, okay? Star Trek isn't just a TV show or a film series. It's a blueprint for a future worth aiming for. Can I get some music for this? Hang on, I got
Wait. Hang on a second. What type of music?
I
would you
want
like?
like inspirational. That's
Oh,
something
okay.
that matches this pose.
Okay, hang on a second.
I'm channeling.
Maybe the theme tunes to the one that killed the franchise.
That's exactly where I was going.
Oh, you want some of your music? Is it the Muppets or is it?
They were very successful.
There we go. Oh, this is good. That'll do. Star Trek isn't just a TV show or a film series. It's a blueprint for the future worth aiming for. It's science fiction built on science fact. Who the fuck is singing? Okay. With NASA scientists on speed dial and writers who know the difference between a parsec and a light year. Star Trek gave us flip phones and tablets and universal translators and Bluetooth headsets, everything available on TikTok. And the idea of video calls decades before they existed. Star Wars gave us the Death Star twice. And it still had the same fucking dying flaw. And it still got blown up. Where Star Wars is space fantasy with knights and empires and prophecy, Star Trek is about exploration and diplomacy and ethics. Its heroes don't win because they were born the chosen one. Never seen that before in literature. They win because they work together, they think critically, and occasionally reverse the polarity of something that sounds suspiciously real. Star Wars solves problems with laser swords. Star Trek solves them with debate, a tricorder, and a well-timed speech from a starship captain. And that is why Star Trek is not just entertainment. It's a vision of humanity at its best. Not just in a galaxy far, far away, but in one we might actually live to see.
God, no, it's the worst theme tune. Okay. Give it up for Ria! Now, I feel like that's unfair if I don't give you some background music as well. Would you like some background music during yours?
I don't know what songs there are. So maybe is there anything in that? Okay, yeah.
Would that work for you? Yeah,
we
okay.
can do that.
Ladies and gentlemen, Nicholas Elliott!
It does work for me because I've been told I have quite villain energy. So I mean, see that in
Chinese.
yeah.
Oh!
No, villain, you know, Chinese.
I
Just
should
because
point out-
we're fishing in your waters, like well, and that's not a euphemism.
I should actually point out, before further, this is the most diverse bill of the show. Half Filipino, half Chinese, and another half Filipino. So yay,
I'm
diversity.
outnumbered, it's not
Donald Trump hates this show.
See that dry ass speech that you just listened to?
Oh!
That is why Star Trek is dull. You know what I mean? Like Star Wars is like space cowboys, and also Star Wars has like incest, which all the men in the room will know is the most popular type of porn. So you know what I mean? I don't know if it's a winning argument, but it's very populist. I don't know. Last time we were here, there was children in the audience, and it was like, oh, okay, we might need to change the material a little bit. What other things did I think were really good? Oh yeah, like I quite like all of the things that Ria just mentioned about the technology. Do you guys remember before, like, when we still had analog phones? Life was better, you know what I mean? And Star Wars is all like, why are the graphics so shit? It's like, how can you be that far into the future and still be using like analog like technology? It's so basic, but it means that you've not got that Superman theory. You know where like, is that Superman theory is where like he can sort of kill everyone so easily, then how is there peril in the film? You know what I mean? Whereas Star Wars has peril because of like the sort of basicness of it. That's why kind of it's saying that it's a bit more like Cowboys in Space. So that also makes it better. God, my brain is addled. I can't remember like 4 points. Also, I quite like how unsentimental like Star Wars is. Like Star Trek is very much like it's a noble future. Star Wars is definitely not. Money is still used. like everyone is still like shitting on each other. Anytime you see an animal like in it, it always gets eaten by a bigger animal. It's like David Attenborough, but like on steroids. That's me done.
I love that. So
Give it a round of applause for Nicholas!
I love that speech. So to summarize, Star Wars is better because it's a basic bitch.
Yeah, it's just a Republican kind of, it's a nightmare. I'm just debating, I'm actually far more on this side, not like, but I'm so good at debate that I can do this.
Well, we'll let the audience decide how good a debate you are.
I know totally, then I fucking lose.
First round, who does the point go to? Gives a cheer if it goes to Star Trek. Woo! 3 of them. Star Wars. Don't get cocky, kids.
Yes, but you're gorgeous.
Oh.
Gorgeous and evil.
Okay,
Oh,
okay.
That's another thing that I've been
Are
told.
we related?
Yeah.
We fuck? Okay.
It's not that type of
He
show.
proposed
The Sex
incest.
Dungeon show was before this one.
He said incest. All right. Okay.
Okay.
Right.
We're going into our first debate of the show. Okay, this is a debate. This is a serious one. This is going to get you guys to make an opening statement. We'll have a little bit of back and forth with this one as well. The question is, which series has had the better reboots? So which Star Trek or Star Wars, which has had the better reboot? I love that intake there. Was just like, oh god, this is Sophie's choice of nerds. Right. Okay. Let's hear the case for Star Wars.
Well, it's kind of like there's been so. I mean, when you like this question, it's like there's been so much since Disney bought the franchise. They have squeezed as much fucking juice out of it as like Jabba the Hutt with that little frog thing that it eats. Like it has been, and I think the law of averages. There's so much crap that some of them are excellent. Like Andor is good. Like Rogue One is good. But then you've also had things like, the Star Wars Christmas special, those direct to TV, like Ewoks films. I don't know, like, I couldn't actually, like, stand up and, like and be like, yeah, that's a good reboot, because, I don't know, like,
Oh my
you know
god!
what I mean? Like,
What are you doing? What are you doing?
I'm just being honest, you know what
Oh,
I mean?
don't be honest, lie! That's what comedians do all the time!
I mean, yeah.
Jack Whitehall pretends he's funny!
He's being straight. He's watching.
Is he actually? Fuck you! No.
I mean, I think, like, it's sort of, because the thing is, it's sort of like the reboots, like, you've had, like, like Rey, like, in the first sort of ones, with, like, the first film in the reboot was kind of good, but, like, then it got shit. So you're kind of like, I don't know, being honest, I can't say which is the better reboot. I don't know. But I love Andor. Andor, like, kicked ass. It's the best. Rogue One was fucking dope. But yeah, that's my incredibly poor argument for today.
Okay. The case for Star Wars then is Andor.
Yeah.
Okay. Star Trek.
Okay. I have to beat that speech. That's all I have to do.
All I have to do.
All right, okay, so when we're talking about reboots, Star Wars essentially had one big swing at it, which is the Disney era, isn't it? That means the sequel trilogy, The Force Awakens, Last Jedi, Rise of Skywalker, which was essentially the first 3. Again, but with slightly better graphics. Then you did a couple of excellent stands. I agree with you. Rogue One, Andor, excellent. Then a conveyor belt of mixed results, spin-offs of The Mandalorian, although Baby Yoda, loved that. Book of Boba Fett, whatever her name was, Obi-Wan, great. So the hits were brilliant, I give you that, but the misses were fucking horrendous. Absolutely horrendous. More about like protecting the brand than evolving it, I would say. I would say that the reboot strategy of Star Wars was like, here's some more of the stuff you like, just slightly rearranged, but we'll still blow up the big Death Star, just so you feel safe. Whereas Star Trek's modern revival, like, look, I mean, look, just the posters alone tell you everything, don't they? We've got the Kelvin timeline, which personally I can't fucking stand, but other people love it. I'm like, no, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Kelvin timeline was a fucking cheat of Hollywood going, I don't want to have to watch it all to know what's canon. Can we just do it again? Fuck you on the Kelvin timeline. But other than that, this is where the real beauty starts. Discovery, right, pushed Trek into diverse serialized storytelling. Picard, we gave existing characters completely new arcs. We had Lower Decks, which proved that Trek can roast itself and still be canon. Okay, we had Prodigy, which brought in the kids without dubbing it. I haven't really watched
Oh, it's so good, Prodigy.
Is it good?
It's
Is
really
it?
good.
I don't
It's
know.
really good.
It's just a lot of.
It's Voyager season 8, and it's really good.
Okay, I have to go and watch that. Okay, I gotta go. No, okay, I gotta watch that. All right, I'm still watching Strange New Worlds, which just, if you like the original stuff, Strange New Worlds is like a blanket with a hug with like a lollipop and popcorn. It's just like, it's like your mom when she's not yelling at you, which is rare because you're Asian. Right, so all of that brought in. So basically, Star Trek rebooted gives us 5 new shows, multiple genres, brand new characters, and it's like evolve, right? It is the epitome of the word evolve. It's just, why are we here? Why are we not just doing a watch session? You can pick which one, I don't mind, but why are we talking?
Okay, heard the case from Rhea. Nick, do you can you hold this for a second?
Yep.
Stand over here. Right, let me tell you about the Star Wars reboot.
Yes!
So good. Okay. First of all, I'm going to take a pot shot at Star Trek, right? Rhea talks about the Kelvin timeline and Discovery and Atoll. Do you know why they suck? Because they're trying to be Star Wars, right? All of them trying to be Star Wars. They look at Star Wars, but fuck, Star Wars is cool. Can we be cool too? No, because you're the nerd at school, right? Star Wars prequels, yes. Star Wars reboots, yes, they got some things wrong, but what they gave us was fucking brilliant. You had Force Awakens where they went, okay, we know that you love The New Hope, so let's make it shinier. But we're gonna give you Rey, who is one of the kick-ass female protagonists, just awesome. You've got Poe, who is just... I am so disappointed that we didn't get a spin-off with Poe and Finn solving crimes across space. That's what I wanted to see. But it was amazing. We had BB-8, who was this amazing little droid who was just as cool as R2-D2 and C-3PO. And this thing, everything they introduced in the Star Wars reboots was just a lot of fun. They continue to do fun. The Last Jedi, one of the most maligned movies of that sequels. Actually, I loved it because it tried to do something completely different with the trilogy. They went into a brave direction where they were like, okay, do you know what? Let's forget the fact that it's based on chosen ones and Jesus doesn't count and all of this shit. We're going to go with the fact that anyone can be a Jedi. Anyone can actually, if they use the Force, if they're attuned, they can be. And it wasn't just that anyone can be a Jedi, anyone can be a hero. That's what it came down to. Finn learned that he could be a hero. Rose learned that she could be a hero, even though she looked up to these people. She learned by the end of the movie that she was also a hero. So Last Jedi, I fucking loved it. Rise of Skywalker, we won't go into it. Right? Rise of Skywalker was a series of fucking cool set pieces with no story whatsoever. And that's okay, because a lot of Star Wars is just like that. Okay? Then we get onto all of this. Mandalorian, we were like, oh, we want a Boba Fett series. They went, no, you want, no, you don't. You want a baby Yoda and a Mandalorian. His face, that you'll never see his face. It's amazing. It's a mystery. They could have made 30 seasons of this, and I would have watched every single episode. It was so good, right? The Bad Batch, the follow-on from the Clone Wars. Again, amazing. If you watch the Clone Wars, evolved into this amazing series about the Clone Wars. But the Bad Batch is that little period between Order 66 and A New Hope, and it just follows these guys trying to navigate that. The clones are now bad because they've killed all the Jedi. Where do they live in this? Boba Fett, we'll skip that. Obi-Wan Kenobi, 2/3 of it is good. Right? The chase through the woods, not so quite so good. But that final fight between Obi-Wan and Darth Vader, just so epic. And if you keep going through this, Andor, the follow-up to the prequel to Rogue One, one of the best Star Wars movies that's ever been made, easily top 2 Star Wars movies, Rogue One. And Andor gives you so much more depth to that film. Now when you watch, if you've watched both seasons of Andor, when you watch Rogue One, it's richer, it's even better. Now, Ahsoka, great. It is! It's fine! It was a return, it's fine. No, one of the best things was that it was a full-blown return of Hayden Christensen. Okay, we had seen him a little bit in Obi-Wan. This is where he really got going. That bit in the World Between Worlds where he was fighting with Ahsoka, phenomenal piece of acting. And like, it showed you that Anakin was truly balanced in the Force. He was both sides of the Force, and he could master both sides. Incredible. Acolyte! This is the Goonies in space. It's phenomenal. If you like the Goonies, you'll love this. All we were lacking in this was a character doing the truffle shuffle. And let's face it, it would have been Neil. Ladies and gentlemen, Star Wars reboots gave us what we wanted and more. Star Trek reboots, that's the case for Star Wars.
I'm a plant.
Would you like to rebuttal?
Yeah, sure. Who else? What was the movie with Rey in it?
The Force Awakens, The Last Jedi, and...
No, the episode 7.
Episode 7, That's Last Jedi.
Right, all right, but all three of them.
No, sorry, Force Awakens.
Yeah, but all three of them, you spend the entire, like, be honest with me, you watch the entire time going, who the fuck is Rey, and is she related to the guy with the big, what's his name, big nose guy?
Driver.
Yeah, Driver. You spent the entire, because they seeded incest in the first three, you couldn't enjoy the last three. Thank God the plot was the same, because your brain wasn't following the plot, your brain was going, are they going to fuck another brother and sister? That's all you were talking about the entire time. And I agree with you, Poe was great, but she did get a spin-off. It was called the Teletubbies. With Lala and Dipsy and Poe, and you know, and like what you just described there was like going into, you could go into an ice cream shop and you go, ooh, I might have 2 or 3 flavors on one cone. You don't want 17, some of which taste like vomit. I'm sorry. Look at these, they all go together. You could have all 4 of those on one cone and go, yummy, and it tastes good. This is a stomach ache and possibly diarrhea. That's my metaphor. I had to rebut somehow.
Yeah.
Do you want to rebut with me?
I mean, I feel like Paramount, if they could afford to, they would have done this. They're just too poor to have.
Okay, we've heard the arguments there. Gives a cheer. The point goes to Star Trek. Star Wars. Wait, do I take the point?
Yeah,
Or
of
you
course
take
you
the
do.
point?
Oh, I feel so ganged up on it.
Don't worry.
It's fine.
We're going to our next round, which is favourite characters in this round. We are going to discuss favourite characters from their particular franchise. We've all got favourite characters. We've got amazing characters, but like, on the shout out 3, everyone shout out their favourite character. 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
I heard of Boba Fett. What was your one? Boba Fett. What was back here? Nice Anakin.
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Obi-Wan Kenobi. See, all Star Wars characters. Right? Any Star Trek characters?
Odo.
Odo. Oh, love it.
Picard.
Picard. Oh. Can I share mine? Can I share mine too?
Yeah.
I've got one for each. Should I share mine? Okay, here we go. Ready? My favorite character in Star Trek.
Yeah.
Yeah. Particularly season 3 onwards, when he grows the beard, becomes extremely fuckable. He's amazing. He was the replacement for Kirk, right? Because they were like, we can't have our captain be the one who fucks everything in the galaxy. Let's get a posh Yorkshireman instead, right? Instead, they get Riker. They make him the character who not only is a skilled lover and a very good first officer, a great friend, and plays jazz trombone, right? Quadruple threat, right? They've also did one more thing as well, which was he revolutionized the way that we approach chairs.
Oh my God.
Because watch your leg. Oh! Okay, with a better angle. Here's a better angle for you, okay? So he gets into the room, there's the chair, he mounts it and plants it. Okay? Now, you might be thinking to yourself, there's no way he can do that backwards. Well, he's Will fucking Riker. He can do whatever he wants. And when it comes to Star Wars, I go a little bit obscure. I love the comics. I love Star Wars comics. They're so rich, so many amazing characters, such as this guy. Anybody know who this guy is? Anyone seen this guy? Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you to Jedi Master Bates. genuine character in canon from the comics. And if you want to go one further, there is another character that is canon in the Star Wars universe. It is Shaggy. Scooby-Doo is a genuine character. Rhea, who's your favorite character and why?
Apparently, my favorite character is shared with a lot of people. My favorite character is Data. Right? It's a very It's a very personal story. I grew up as an undiagnosed autistic woman. And so growing up watching, first of all, first the original, so Spock, but then my mom, yes, I know. Spock, okay, that's my sister. She got Spock, I got Data. No, my mom got Spock. We got, anyway. a very kinky household. Just as a side note, my mother once said, my mother is, listen, autism is definitely hereditary, and my mother is very much, if not undiagnosed, spectrum adjacent. And she has this massive collection of science fiction and fantasy books. Like, this is probably one of the largest libraries of contemporary books from the 50s, 60s, and 70s, some of which are not in print, you wouldn't be able to find. And she said to me one day, she just went, I don't know who to leave my entire collection of erotic science fiction to, you or your sister. Neither of us? Like, no, thank you. I don't know if I would just want to go, can I read you a passage from my mother's favorite book? And he entered her in all orifices. Anyway, no. Right, anyway, so. I like Data because I really related to his struggle for humanity. He's like, he can do everything. He's your ultimate Mr. Darcy. He can pilot a starship. He questions his own humanity. He's constantly trying to be better. He's constantly trying to be human. I think he can cry.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which is an incredibly cruel thing to do for a robot. We're going to put tear ducts in you. Why? One day you'll find out.
Yeah, as you rust. Right?
Stronger than Wolf.
Ooh.
Stronger than Worf. Oh yeah. I mean, well, he's super
To be
strong.
fair, Worf got beaten by a barrel. So.
You know, I think he's technically smarter than Spock because of how much he can hold. Stronger than Worf. He's funny. He's really super funny. And you know, I just really felt akin to him. You know, and then I hit puberty. Because you know, you have questions when you're a little kid, and then I hit puberty and realized that he was fully functional, and that was it. My love affair was sealed with him. You know, he can do everything. So I just think that he's amazing. He can do everything that people can do. He will live longer than I will. So if we went out, like, you know, he'd take care of me in my old age, and you know, it's like, imagine, you know, when you first meet your partner and you just go, oh, and they're in the prime of their life because they're the youngest they'll ever be. And you just go, oh, you're amazing. And then just imagine if you had that your entire life. You get old, but they still love you and they don't change. Like, come on. Like, I've just made every couple feel that.
Yes, you have. You've made us all realize our mortality. Right, okay, we've heard the case for Data. A round of applause for Rio there. Nicholas, who have you picked?
So I've taken a very left field choice because there's so many obvious ones in Star Wars, but I chose Cyril's mother from. It's just like, in all of Star Wars, have you ever seen this kind of character? And it's like you suddenly realize, why did people become a henchman? Oh, because of a mother like that. Yeah, she is next level. She's probably the most evil thing in Star Wars. Like, you secretly, it's at the end you reveal that she's the Sith Lord. You know what I mean? She's so dark, and there's something so, she's just so cutting. I don't think I could express the level of love that I have for this incredibly evil matriarch. Like, do you know what I mean? And I don't think, she doesn't even have any, like, she's not powerful, she's not got any kind of, like, special gifts, you know what I mean? Apart from being able to rip her son apart with a look, you know what I mean? And I feel like, you don't need the Force, you just need this. I mean, like, she could have defeated every Jedi with a withering look. Yeah, absolutely adore this character. And she always looked great in her, like, she has the best voice as well. Yeah, love her.
Okay.
Caring of the universe.
So,
totally.
we've got up against each other, Data and E.D. Carn. That's not a matchup I expected in this show, but here we are. Okay, so the question, we're not going to give a point based on what you've just heard. We're going to base it on these next two questions. Who wins in a fight?
Of strength or of words? Because she'll make Data cry, but Data would crush her. So, like, what are the weapons?
Your hands. I mean,
I mean, come on.
Men attacking women, yeah, God.
Not a good look.
It's not a good look. Even if he is an android, it's not. In this climate, yeah, no.
As much as she might deserve it.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
This is an awkward fight.
It's a very awkward fight, right? It is very awkward. Let's hear about what's Edie doing in this fight then?
Just crushing his self-esteem,
Yes.
which is almost impossible because he's the most autistic thing ever. You know what I mean? It's just like literally, but I'm sure he could make when he has that chip in the Borg Queen gives him the chip so he can kind of feel. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. She would.
Okay. Wow, I'm sure she's the Borg Queen. Okay.
She's got a similar head shape.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay. In this fight, gives a cheer if it's Data.
Yeah.
You are horrible people. Edie. There's a point there for Star Trek. God, Edie Carr just reminds me why I have no contact with my mom. Let's hear their best quotes.
Ooh, I have to read it out. What if I'd let your neglect drive me insane? Imagine that.
Fucking hell!
I know, exactly! Withering.
Wow.
She said that
Okay.
to her kid.
Her son, yeah.
What if I let your neglect drive me insane?
Yeah.
I'm using that.
Exactly.
That is so
I've heard that before from my Chinese grandmother. You know what I mean? It's
So
like-
it is so true. It
So
is the way of
Asian,
the Asian
yeah.
mom. Like
Yeah.
Asian and Jewish moms are very similar. They're very guilt driven.
Data's.
I have to just pick one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, I had two choices. One which reflects him being fully functional, or I love this one though. Could you please continue the petty bickering? I find it most intriguing.
I like that. I like that. Okay, I heard the quotes. Gives a cheer. And the point goes to Data. Edie Carr. Oh, there's a lot of unresolved trauma in this room. I think the point that just does go to Data though. So that's another point for Data. So we are currently Star Trek 3, Star Wars 1. As we move into a bit of a game. So there's no scoring in this. A bit of a break. It's a game called What the Wookiee Said. In this game, what's going to happen is I'm going to present these guys with some everyday situations, and they're going to give us some answers based on their particular franchise or the other franchise as well. Think scenes that we'd like to see from Mock the Week, but for nerds. That's exactly what it is. So the first one we have is worst items to find on a restaurant menu.
Ooh, like Grogu? Because, so I'm gonna...
Whoa!
Have you guys heard of there's this recipe in France where they drown a bird in Armagnac and then they put a thing over their head and eat it so that God can't see them. That's what I think that the trillionaires from the Sith Lord drowns a little Grogu in Armagnac and then sticks it.
Is that why the First Order were actually after Grogu then?
Yeah, exactly.
It wasn't for the middle of Korean count.
No. It's like Kim Jong-il where
Okay.
they prepare very high sort of feasts
Jesus
where
Christ,
they
you
go.
went hard on the first
Oh
one.
yeah.
Rhea?
I was gonna say anything Riker sat on.
Oh. Give her one more. Give her one more. Give her one more.
What was
I
that?
don't know. I want one more.
I was just gonna say, you know when obviously I talked about Jabba the Hutt eating the little frog thing, but obviously Leia was on a chain. So
No! Jesus Christ! Okay.
But then again, I'm always thinking it's sorry, this is just a random thought I had. You know when we kind of gender the Jabba the Hutt, but he looks like a giant slug. Slugs are hermaphrodites, so I feel like they'd be ungendered.
Okay, but don't gender Jabba the Hutt.
Yeah.
Don't assume it's gender.
Don't gender the Hutts.
Don't gender the Hutt. My God. Okay, we got one more in here, Rio.
Anything Kirk.
Okay, we'll move on to the next one. What not to say on the first day at your new job?
So new clone, I just really want to stand out from the crowd, and then a new Jedi apprentice. I think now is the perfect time to come off my lithium. This is
Love it.
Red alert! I've already broken the photocopier. No. Damage report. My motivation is offline.
I'm a big fan of what not to say on the first day of your new job. Myself, the boy, 2 droids, no questions asked.
Where are you working?
Okay, an Amazon factory.
Yeah, there's no breaks there.
Yeah. Okay, we're going to be moving to our next round, which is versus. In this one, we are just going to have very quick debate rounds. It's a 1v1. So what we're looking for is a quick explanation for why yours is better or wins or whatever. No rebuttals in this one. So the first one is Borg versus Empire. Who assimilates strokes conquers more efficiently? Who conquers more efficiently?
Efficiently?
Yeah.
Well, that's the key word, though, isn't it? Efficiently, it's got to be the Borg. The Borg are incredibly efficient. What is the Empire? It needs like big speeches and planet-destroying super weapons and stormtroopers who can't shoot straight. I mean, they're basically space fascists, aren't they? But branded like that. They are incredibly inefficient. The Borg, they come in there. They've got your whole species by lunch. That's it. They're done. You know, and they just assimilate. There's nothing. What, a couple of hooks? Like, you know, just like helmet. Here, have your helmets done. We're in. And we're all connected. There's no upgrading of the software. We're all just right there and in it. Like, you know, even the cubes. I mean, cubes are using every corner of that station. You know, none of
The
this
feng
round
shui is
shit,
amazing
you
inside
know,
these corners.
It really is. It really is. You can just, you know exactly which regeneration pod is yours. I mean, how can the Borg not be the more efficient? I mean, you have to train soldiers in the Empire, and then they go rogue, and you know, when they hang out with prey and shit like that. You know what I mean? Like, no. Borg,
Okay, so we've heard about the Borg. Let's hear
I
about
do
the
love that it ends up being the spherical ship against the square ship. That feels very like apt. I don't know, it's like whenever they go and see the Borg and it's just like, shh, just don't be violent and they won't see you. It's like, what? Okay. So I just feel like the Sith would be able to like go in and just like destroy them all fairly easily. But also the Death Star, just like fucking blow up those ships so easily. I don't know.
Oh, wait, no.
No, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I just don't think the Borg could also just be like, obviously everything's quite analog in Star Wars, but I do feel like, you know, with a bit of software you'd just be able to take out most of the Borg.
What, like a virus?
Yeah.
Computer virus.
Yeah,
So the Borg are
exactly.
defeated by a computer
Yeah.
virus. Okay, we've heard the cases there. Give us a cheer if it goes to the Borg.
Woo!
The Empire. That's another point there for Star Trek. Okay, next question. Ferengi versus Jawas. Who are the better hustlers?
I feel like a plant because every time I looked at these these sort of debates, I'm just like, it's quite difficult. I mean, the Jawas, I quite like how fucking sadistic they are. Like, you know, where they're taking apart like what seem like sentient droids. You know what I mean? Like, there's something incredibly dark about that. And I think like if you're that kind of sort of sinister and you're like that evil, you would be excellent at negotiating. Like the Ferengi always just seem to be like having a laugh in the casino, you know what I mean? Like just like having a good time, and you can tell, although you don't see it, they would all have messy drug habits, you know what I mean? Like, they'd be like, oh no, I'm too wasted to actually follow through, like, where's the Jawa? I don't know, like there's something, you can't even see if they've got a nose, you know what I mean? Like, fuck knows what they would be doing.
Best poker face around.
Exactly.
Okay, Jawas. There we go. Let's hear about the Ferengi.
Okay, it has to be the Ferengi. I mean, you know, the Jawas, they are amateur if you compare them to the Ferengi. The Jawas are running around on a desert planet, finding bits of scrap and then trying to, you know, sell them to you for a couple of quid or whatever. But the Ferengi turn hustling into an economic system. They have the rules of acquisition as a sacred text. Like, they have an entire system about this. There's 285 commandments on how to exploit every market, every deal, every loophole. They don't just sell you junk, they sell you the idea that it was worth triple the price, plus a service plan, plus a subscription fee. They aren't just peddling droids in one little backwater. They're running interstellar banks, weapons dealerships, and black market transport networks. A Jawa might upsell you a bad motivator. A Ferengi will upsell you your own bad motivator, charge you docking fees, then rent the same part back to your enemy. The Jawas think small. The Ferengis think in quarterly profits, babe.
Oh,
I think they are.
Okay, so we've heard the arguments. Give us a cheer if it goes to the Ferengi.
Woo!
The Jawas. Woo! One person going, the ultimate poker face. Yeah, so that is a point there for Star Trek as we move into our final round. The scores as we move into our final round, which is called Ultimate Knowledge, are 5 points to Star Trek, 1 point to Star Wars, which is technically my point.
Yep.
This is the bit where you might win, though, Nick.
Oh,
Okay.
I doubt that.
This is called ultimate knowledge. What's going to happen in this round is we are going to test their knowledge. They're going to get 5 questions each. Where they're going to get an option to answer the question. If they get the question right, they get a point. If they get it wrong, the other side can attempt to answer and steal the points. So, Star Wars could, might, perhaps come back and win this. Star Trek could mess this all up. Now, we are going to start patronizingly easy and then move up to slightly harder as well. But you guys are not alone. You can select one person each from the audience to support you. One person who knows their Star Trek, one person who knows their Star Wars. Who's our Trekkie in the audience? Who knows their stuff? Oh, Rhea.
Oh no! Oh gosh! You're.
Sure. Hang on a second. I know
I
how to
played
do
a
it.
Star Trek RPG.
Nah.
I know how to do it. I know exactly how to deal with this.
Okay, I'm with her.
We are
Okay.
going to get them to stand up and fight to the death. No, we're not going to do that. Who would you like?
I gotta go with my RP. What's your name?
Sam.
Sam, big round of applause for Sam. What you get to do? Oh yeah, is it actually also Sam? Oh my God. What you get to do now is act smug if they get it wrong. Okay, so
When I say
we need.
Sam, either of you can answer.
No. I need a Star Wars fan. Oh, that man in the very back. What's your name? Boone. So Boone. Yeah. Boone, come to the front stage. Give it a round of applause. Boone, welcome to the show. What name? Where are you from, Boone?
I'm from Knoxville, Tennessee.
Oh, there we go.
Hey, Alabama, roll tide.
Hey!
What the fuck just happened? Roll Tide, what do you mean? Okay, it's cool. Excellent. Welcome to the fun show. What I love is like a couple of years ago, Americans would come to a comedy show and you would be the butt of all the jokes. Now you have safe asylum here in the UK. There's no ICE agents here. You're okay. You're okay. Okay, are we ready for ultimate knowledge? Contestants, you ready? Woo! Audience, are you ready? Woo! Fucking hell, guys. Are we ready? Yeah! Okay, let's get some appropriate music on the go. Where's my music gone? Oh my God, I'm so disorganized. Here we go. Question, as I said, we're going to start off patronizingly easy. Question number 1 to Star Trek. What is the name of the omnipotent being who frequently tests Picard?
You.
I told you patronizingly easy. Correct! Give me a round of applause. Okay. Star Wars. What is the serial number? Oh no.
There isn't one.
What is the name of the desert planet where Luke Skywalker was raised?
Tatooine.
Correct! I know what you gave it to Boone now. Well done.
Sorry. He's got great hair. I'll just
He does have great hair.
I'll say that.
No. Please do. Have you seen my score so far?
I feel like it's like the evolution of hair that went on here. It starts, Boone is there, and then eventually it just flops. Okay. Star Trek. What is the name of the shuttlecraft from the original USS Enterprise featured in the episode? Sorry, I'm not saying that. What is the name of the shuttlecraft from the original Enterprise featured in an episode where she is and they're trapped inside?
And they're trapped inside me.
Yes.
Galileo. It is the Galileo. Oh. Yeah.
It's correct!
They went from easy to quite extreme quite quickly, guys.
They got hot.
What is the full name, the full real name of the Emperor?
No.
Chief Palpatine.
He's correct! Really giving Star Wars in this game. Well done. Okay, Star Trek. What is the name of the Starfleet regulation that allows a captain to override the Prime Directive in extreme circumstances?
Oh.
It's literally the only one. It's the only thing that overrides the Prime Directive.
Oh, that narrows it
Oh.
down.
The Omega Protocol.
Yeah.
don't think it's protocol, but it's something to do with the megaparticles.
So,
Maybe mega.
I'm going to give it to you. It's the Omega Directive. I'm going to give it to you. Give a round of applause. You have an important question here. Sam, did you get it?
Yes, thank you.
Oh, fuck! You had either, you would have been fine.
What is the chances of us both being
Yeah, should we just have Sam versus Sam? I love that suggestion. Tomorrow we'll come back to the show. It's Sam versus Sam. Fuck Sam. Okay, Star Wars. What is the specific weakness of the first Death Star that the rebels exploit?
The 2-meter thermal. Yeah, it's a proton torpedo into the. That's milk.
Thermal.
Thermal.
Oh. How many of you right now are like, for fuck's sake, just get it, dude? I can see the pain. He's got the shirt. Yeah, exactly. He's like,
Reactor shaft. Fuck.
Incorrect!
No! What is it? What is it?
No, wait. They get a chance.
Oh,
Thermal.
it's the fun.
You need an answer.
Exchange?
Incorrect, audience.
Exhaust
Incorrect.
Fuck. That's alright, don't beat yourself up. You're doing very well.
I'm just going to point out that I'm going to give a point to the audience. And that means they're only 2 points behind Star Wars. Okay, Star Trek. What is the name of the Bajoran religious leader who was a political rival to Sisko and Kira?
High wind.
Full name.
Oh, she has a first name. Or a second name, technically. Oh. I don't remember her name because I hate her.
As it should be.
She's so good, though.
She's so good, but I hate her.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Is this an all or nothing or a half point for a first name / last name?
I will give half a point. If you can't get the rest of it, I will give you half a point, but I'm still going to give you a chance to get the full name.
I don't know her full name, unfortunately.
Okay. Guys, you want to take a guess at the rest of the name?
Is it going to be something like
Do you know why you're here?
Because of Paul?
Okay. True. And
I do not know.
Highwind Adami. Okay. That's fine. Half a point now. Okay. In Revenge of the Sith, what is the name of the Wookiee chieftain who helps Yoda escape Kashyyyk?
Okay.
Turtle.
Yeah.
full name?
Correct! They only have one name. It's really confusing. They just start making shit up after eventually. Star Wars has a point, guys.
Yay!
Star Trek. What is the name of the actor who played the non-speaking gold First Federation alien Balak?
I don't even know what you just said.
What is the name of the actor who played the non-speaking First Federation alien Balak?
I don't know.
I mean, there's been so many excellent spin-offs. Where was on we saw him from?
It's the original series.
Oh, okay. Oh, you know what? This is going to be someone like everybody knows, like the Hayford or something crazy. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's going to be someone. It is.
Give me an answer.
John Wayne.
John Wayne is incorrect. Anyone else? You want to take a guess?
John Heston.
John Wayne is also incorrect. You know what's really frustrating? You were like 50% right.
Howard.
Who said that? Who the fuck said that? It's Clint Howard! It was Clint Howard! I'm so great, yes.
Man.
Which means the audience gets a point again!
Is that like related to Ron Howard?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Clint Howard's been a shit ton of Star Trek as well.
Yeah.
Okay, what is Star Wars? What is the name? What is the what? Oh, do you know what? I'll get this question. What are the odds of successfully navigating an asteroid field?
Oh. 7,621.
Oh, come on, that is so close.
Incorrect.
No, come Come on, that's gotta be safe.
Correct. I'm not going to say how because I don't want you doing like a Price is Right situation. I
really want him to get it right.
I know, I want to get it right.
Self-flagellate at home like he gets it.
God damn it! No, it's fine. What do you say, 7,600?
Yeah.
21, okay.
7,000 and something. All right, yeah, throw a number.
Throw a
7,000
number.
and something.
7,150
Incorrect. Anyone out there? It's 3,720 to 1.
Oh my God!
You were so fucking
Oh my God!
I was like, holy shit, he's gonna. Oh no, he's not. Okay. You were
They
so
get a half point for
Guys,
half
please.
of the name. What about half of the numbers?
Give it up for Boone and to Sam! Now, listen. What I usually do is before I announce the winner. But what we'll do is before I announce the winner, guys, you want to let these lovely people know what you were doing at the Edinburgh Fringe this year. Did you bring some?
I did.
Yeah. Can I tell you what, Nick, you want to go first?
Okay, I'm doing a mixed bill show at Patter House at 11 p.m. The whole point in the show is that a lot of lineups for comedy are straight white males talking about their wives and kids, gonna hate them. It's like, why the fuck did you have them? So our show is all about, like, we have lots of different representations. There's all queer people, differently abled people, women apparently, they do comedy, who knew? The whole point is we are inclusive, and we do even have white men because they're having a really hard time. But it's 11 p.m. Patter House. You can get your tickets beforehand, or if you want to chance it, you can come and try and get in and pay what you can at the end.
Perfect, okay, go check that out.
I actually do a character piece. It's an hour where I play a straight white male who's really struggling in comedy.
Just Jack Whitehall.
I know, I'm just doing my solo show, Rebellion, at the counting, no I'm not at the counting house. I can read. It's at the Cabaret Voltaire Monkey Barrel every day at 2:25, and it's an hour of me doing stand-up, talking about why the world's going to shit, and what can we maybe do about it. So,
Okay.
let's see that.
Excellent. So these guys will be standing at the door, handing out the flyers. Please take a flyer. Go check them out. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the last one from myself. This has been part of the Free Festival. Have you enjoyed the show? Woo! Thank you so much for coming along. You might not have realised this was on, and you're like, hey, let's go into a sweaty basement and find out what's going on. Nerd shit. Of course, it was going to be nerd shit in a sweaty basement. So thank you very much for taking a punt on the show. If you enjoyed this show, I'm going to be standing at the door right here. This is a free show. It's free to get in. Getting out, on the other hand. Oh, no. If you feel the show is worth something, I'll be standing at the door with a glass and a card reader. When I was doing the show at the Gilded Balloon a few years ago, they were charging like £14 a ticket. So if you feel it's worth £14 a ticket, feel it's free to donate that. If you think it's £10 per ticket, do that, £5, whatever you can afford. This is the idea of the Free Festival, so you can go check out as many shows as you want and you pay what you think the shows are worth. So whatever you think's worth, that'll be amazing. Also, if you enjoyed the show, you can leave your own review for the show on the Edinburgh Fringe website. Did you know that? You can, any show, you can do that. If you enjoyed the show, that'd be lovely. If you didn't enjoy the show, nobody likes a snitch. And one last thing as well, this show is part of Best Nerd Fest here at the Counting House, Nic Records, and Pear Tree. So, I've stamped this already. If you go see 2 other shows, get this card stamped, you can get the thing that nerds covet the most, a badge. That's the prize you want. So what I'll do is I will leave these at the front here. Please feel free to grab them on the way out if you want to have a little quest to do. But once again, give it up for Rhea and give it up for Nicholas! And of course, the winner today for... I've been keeping count the entire Fringe, okay? So we've had this the 10th show. We've had 2 wins for Star Wars. We've had 7 wins for Star Trek and 1 win for Graham. He was an audience member. He fucking nailed the ultimate knowledge by himself. It was incredible, right? Adding another win, it is, of course, Star Trek! Absolutely, hero. Ladies
Too early for different